So these little characters are much more apt to just hang around in the summertime than they are in other seasons. I love the summer because they just kind of hang out. But I wanted to answer a couple of questions about them or um, respond to comments about them. I've had a lot of people that have said, oh my gosh, why don't you bring them inside? And well, there's several reasons. One, when I moved into this neighborhood, they were here along with a lot of stray cats that came from a colony established across the way. And they're actually the reason that I started this mission. I started by just trapping the cats around in this neighborhood and getting them fixed. In fact, Itty, who's looking at me right now, his little ear is clipped. I don't know if you can see that or not. And that signifies that they've been trapped and they've been fixed. Amelie's ear isn't clipped because she was one of the first ones we did. And at that point, I didn't know to clip the ears to let other people in the area know that they're fixed. But we have now branched out and done TNR, which means trap, neuter, return, on 580 cats in this area. So you can imagine that there's just not room for all of those cats. But also, they look so sweet and domesticated, and they are so sweet. I love this pair, a mother and her son. But if you try to bring them into a house, which we have done with both of them, it doesn't go well. They've lived outside their entire life. Now, Amelie, she comes in, and she'll come in the winter because we have a little window. In fact, I can show you a minute here. Through this little window is where we feed them in the winter, and it's heated. She'll actually come into the house and she'll rest on the rug, take a little bath in the heat. But if we get up to close the window to keep her inside, she runs right away. She comes in, she has her bath. Aren't they precious? And then she leaves. As far as Itty Bitty, long ago we did coax him into this little entryway here, and he absolutely flipped out, like literally was way up there, like scanned, like climbed the walls, went absolutely crazy. So although they do appear so sweet, and they are sweet, not all cats that have lived feral their whole life can acclimate into a home. Now, with that said, the older they get, and the more that they get to know us, it may happen. With Gray Baby, who's now passed, it took 8 years before my mom could actually touch him. And near the end, we thought maybe we could get him into the house, but he suddenly passed away. So that's why they're not inside. Also, I know a lot of people are concerned about the street. They do know, because I've watched them enough, they know to listen for cars and to look for cars. It's definitely a risk. This is a pretty residential area with slow traffic. But yes, it's definitely a risk. And yes, I definitely worry about that and watch out for them. But with cats that have been outdoor cats their entire life, it's not as simple as just bring them inside. Itty had a sister named Sadie, and years ago she just stopped showing up. She's a beautiful little tortie. We don't know, we don't know what happened to Sadie. Did somebody coax her inside? I'd like to think that she's somewhere happy in a home, but most likely it was something else. It's not the easiest life to be an outdoor cat, but we do everything we can to keep these guys safe and fed and loved, and along with all of the other cats out there. But I just wanted to respond to your comments and your concerns. I'll direct people to this video whenever they ask, why don't you bring them inside? Can't they be adopted? And yeah, this is Amelie and Itty Bitty. We love them absolutely to death, and we're going to do everything we can for them. All right, have a great day, everybody.